It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Howell, first play, going to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Nothing on that one, it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3 yards remain for second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready? Mustang 19. Hurry.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have another turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Washington! Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Eagles 11.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fix the Eagles!
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Hey, check that, street.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Commanders 10, Eagles nothing.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
In motion, the tight end.
Go, Reed, go! Check contact! Trap 60! Hey!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Come on. Hey. 18, right here. 60.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Crap ball 80. Warrior 70. Check match. Check match.
On first down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Three.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. And once more, Howell back to the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Howell looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, Howell to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches, don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To try again after the sack. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. They'll get it inside the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down. Howell, desperation time. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Commanders first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Faking the handoff. Howell. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Gibson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Out left to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now they go play action with Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second down, Howell back to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Howell. Pass complete, Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Howell to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Off play action. It's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. This from long, very long range. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their inside.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,